Welcome back to another video where I investigate all things suspicious in Runescape. A tip-off email comes in around 10 AM with the title, Biggest Bot Farm Muling in Free-to-Play. The body of the email is just, found 100 bots getting killed by a mule. Can we speak on Discord? Obviously, I add the guy on Discord immediately, and it turns out that this guy named Kush had been up all night harvesting bots whose muling process was poorly coded to say the least. He sent me screenshots of literally hundreds of kills. It looks like they drop 1.6 to 2 million GP each, but to hunt them, we must understand what they are. Luckily, Kush had already figured most of it out. These bots are the literal roaches of RuneScape, the worst of the worst, suicide bots. There's very little slyness to them. They don't try to blend in. They're made to be banned right after eking out a tiny bit of profit. This specific vein of roach uses the furnace in Edgeville. The username pattern of the bots that mule in the wilderness matches a specific farm here, and Kush confirmed that's where he tracked them to. They're the ones that have absolutely random letters and numbers forming a username. These bots craft at the furnace all day, starting at around 10 or 11 AM. And by 8:30 PM on the east coast of the US, they appear on the high scores between 60 to 63 crafting. Now, somewhere between 68 to 71 crafting, they start to mule off their gold, because they know the end is near. It's like a bee dying after mating with its queen. Kush has been tracking them for months, and sometimes they update the script to change locations when he takes too much of their gold. Usually, the muling path leads somewhere into the deep wilderness. And we'll be going there, but I need to talk about a toaster first. I've seen some wild PC builds, but this toaster PC from Signal RGB is absolutely unhinged. It's a full gaming rig built inside an actual working toaster. It proves that Signal RGB can sync RGB lighting in literally anything. And Signal RGB is actually giving this masterpiece away. Check the link in the description to enter the giveaway and download Signal RGB. Even if you don't win the toaster PC, you can still make your current setup look incredible. But let's back up. What is Signal RGB? Basically, they sync all of your RGB devices, your keyboard, your mouse, your LED strips, into a light show that reacts to your gameplay. Think like, I'm playing Minecraft and my health gets low, and my entire gaming setup starts pulsing red. Or I'm playing Counter-Strike and I get a kill. It works with over 5,000 RGB devices, Corsairs, Razrs, Logitech, you name it, and there are tons of integrations that you should check out on Signal RGB's website with lots of great games. Setting it up is super easy. Download Signal RGB, plug in your devices, and you're good to go. So, click the link in the description to level up your setup today. Thanks to Signal RGB for sponsoring this video. So, Kush has all the details. The last few nights, Kush observed the bots run from the furnace to the Grand Exchange, then teleport to Lumbridge and use the canoe to get to the Ferox Enclave, where they run northeast to the Fountain of Rune, where a mule is waiting to kill them. Then they'll be turned off, ready for the eternal ban. Sorry guys, I don't know how this video became so spooky. Whomever runs this farm needs to learn about like the upstairs of a bank in Varrock, for example. That's a much better muling location. But Kush tells me that unfortunately, this all goes down in the middle of the night, anywhere from midnight to 4 AM East Coast US. But you can predict it day of based on the bot's crafting level. Remember, they mule between 68 to 71. Okay, it is 12:45 AM, and over the past hour, I discovered these bots actually have their privates on. So I've been going through and just adding some of them. I've been on this world for a while. You can see there's like 10 alone on this world. And the bots right now have between 65 and 69 crafting. So it should be another like hour or two. I think they're crafting sapphire necklaces. It's like 300k GP per hour right now, which means they get like 66k XP per hour. That's how you can estimate the times. I'm really hoping that I get like 100 mil. I know Kush has killed the mule a couple times. The first time 200 mil, and the second time it was for over 400 mil. So this is gonna go down in the middle of the night. And then it happened. I was following a bot on their usual GE route when I noticed one of the bots stopped halfway in the route. I hadn't seen that before, so I ran to the GE and waited. Some of the bots were at the GE slightly more than usual, but they were standing on the wrong square. Usually, they're where my character is standing on either side of the GE right next to it, but now they're one tile west and one tile north on the western side. All of a sudden, one peels off north and goes to the emblem trader and gets a skull. Then does the teleport to Lumbridge animation, just like Kush said. So I teleported to Lumbridge and waited. And none of them showed up. I was freaking out. I misunderstood what Kush said. That was the route he took to get to Ferox. These bots just used the minigame teleport to Clan Wars. Luckily, my low-level PK accounts were waiting in Ferox since Kush said they made their way there anyway. So, the bots left Ferox and I followed them northeast into deep, deep wilderness. And obviously on the way I started attacking one. My self-control was wearing thin. And it drops almost 3 million GP. And that's when the bots just started absolutely flooding in. Like at one point, I'm attacking 3 bots at a time on 2 separate accounts each. So 6 bots at the same time. Sorry for the dark screen, by the way. I was vibing with the late night creepy context too much. I fix it later on, I promise. So on one account, I stayed in world 456 because the bots just kept flooding in there. And on the other account, I was hopping through worlds, catching more of the bots as they came up. In 3 minutes, I had 30 mil on one account and 15 mil on another. And when I was waiting for more bots to come, I checked my main account where I had them all added. And I realized a lot of them were congregating on the same world. In fact, just about all of them. World 537. So at first, I go in with my low-level PKer. It's just the account I clicked on first, and I actually catch a glimpse of the mule. Musa 750. I attack it, and it immediately one-shots me. So obviously I hop in on my higher level account thinking I could kill the mule. I have freezes. And this is where it gets really confusing. I don't realize it, but my other account is actually just out of range of seeing the bots and mule up north. I think I'm in range and that they've left. But when I log in, there's a level 47 major right next to me. I assume it's another mule or a guard, and I attack it. Eventually, it logs out under me, but then from up north, a level 80 comes down and kills me for the 30 mil. I say add me right as I die. I lost the 45 mil right away to what seems like the botter. I know, it's brutal. I might be dead, but my main is still alive. The botter killed both of my accounts. Why don't I ever bring enough food? He's back, bro. He's back. Oh my god! Yo! Sup? I bet you have a lot of gold. Oh my god, they're still muling. Wait, all the mules are... I need to restock. Look at how many bots there are! Oh, and they all have 3 mil each on them. So think about it, there's hundreds of bots, each with multiple mills on them, just sitting in deep worldy. My low-level PKers don't have teleport runes, so I'm running from Lumbridge to the GE to the deep wildy while I watch the bots on my main account, and I'm just praying that they don't move or log out. And to make things more stressful, the level 80 that killed me, Emma Cutie 19, actually did add me and said, "Who is this?" I just wanted to distract them. I was like, "This is Sir Pugger," and they were like, "Is it really?" And they want me to add them on my main Sir Pugger to prove it, which I will do later. By the way, as I'm running to the GE, I run into hundreds of these crafting bots in squares. It's kind of like a graveyard. They're just standing there, I'm guessing, waiting to be banned. So I run through Ferox Enclave, and I'm telling this Emma Cutie person, my dog is barking, 1 sec, I'm just stalling. And then they say, "I just seen you run north." And then they say, "I'm Cap." Somehow, whether it's poor organization, poor coding, or both on the botter's part, the bots don't leave. And I make it there, and I just start harvesting them left and right. I was in such a hurry, I didn't even buy a staff, so I'm manually casting spells on each of them, just the whole stack. And there are so many bots, it's hard to even pick up the stacks of coins I'm getting. Meanwhile, on my Sir Pugger main, I finally add the level 80 to distract them. And I run into their level 47 account just south of where I'm currently massacring the bots. So I started chatting. I'm literally just trying to distract him, keep him anywhere away from my other account, which is currently making 30 million GP a minute just north. I'd be nicer, but the guy just killed me for 45 mil, and I'm pretty suspicious. They say they noticed the bots 3 days ago running from Ferox, and that they're definitely not the owner, but that they've been killing the bots and spotted the mule and went to kill it on their higher level account. What's weird is they say they have only made 20 mil from killing them. seems way low based on my limited experience, and the higher level one definitely saw the bots muling with the mule. It ran down from the north when it came to kill me. Thus, logically, why isn't he up there now feasting, as I was currently doing, unless he was the bot owner? But then again, if he was the bot owner, wouldn't he have logged out of all of his bots? There are so many bots, it's taking me like literally 30 minutes to kill them all. All I knew was I didn't quite trust him, and there are hundreds of mills on the line just north of where we're standing. And then the vibe completely changed. I don't know what he said or what he did, but all of a sudden he could do no wrong. I mean, he's just a cool guy. I actually think it was a crazy coincidence, and we both thought the other one was the mule. Now, this might just be my most successful bot bust ever. I'm not exaggerating when I say I have 45 full raw minutes of me just killing level 3s for 3 mil each. It's absurd. Truly absurd. Mind you, at this point it's like 2:45 a.m. and I've been on an hour-long adrenaline high. Yes, RuneScape can still spike my adrenaline after all these years. Honestly, this was an endurance game, and you'll notice I almost run out of runes by the end. And the craziest part about all of this happens every night. That guy Kush, who by the way ghosted me on this one night when I was like, I'm gonna stay up no matter how late they come out, has been doing this every night for months trying to steal GP. Now what Kush did tell me is he was shocked that their privates were on. He said a few weeks ago he had always been checking and their privates were off. It made it way easier for me to obviously just find the world with all the bots and the mule. But needless to say, he has been stealing from this farm for over 90 days. And you want to hear something even crazier? All of this I'm showing you happened September 3rd. I'm uploading this video September 4th. I could go steal billions and billions of gold from this farm each night in the middle of the night for a month and then make a video. But it'd be way cooler if some of you actually go hunt them and make a lot of gold. So, when the last bot is dead and the last piece of gold is picked up, I have collected 334 million GP. I think it's safe to say I think that's the most I've ever stolen from a bot farm. Total kills 127. I did lose 45 mil, but I think 334 mil is a pretty good outcome. Oh my god, it really happened. You know that feeling? Like it really happened. Oh, it's so cool, man. So cool. What should I do with my money? It's morning time finally. It's 9 a.m. It's real. All right, guys, it is now 3:46 p.m. and would you look at that? There are a lot of bots online. Let's see. Do they still have their privates on? Yep, it's 3:46 p.m. September 4th, the day I'm uploading this video, probably an hour before it goes live. Unless this bot owner sees this video tonight, the exact same thing's gonna happen, which means like roughly half a bill is on the line. I would go hunting tonight if I were you. So I do have a bunch of dirty GP. I really expected to get banned actually in the morning since there isn't a big difference between me and the mule from Jagex's point of view. I could incinerate this GP, but I'm going to use it as bond money. I figure if Jagex isn't going to ban the bots, I might as well steal from the bots and pay membership with it. Massive shout out to Kush. He sent me like 3 hours of footage hunting these bots, and his research is the only reason I could make this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you very soon. And remember, if you see anything suspicious, you can always report it to sirpuggertipoff@gmail.com.